And we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, Debbie. How are you this fine day? And Debbie says, hello, beautiful people. Aquarius hearts floating in the etherealness of the universe. Welcome. I am Violet Hyena, and we are here today with you having perfect timing and me being here to do tarot card readings for people who have perfect timing. We've come together to do this. And that's my phone. Welcome. I'm just making minor adjustments. There we go. Alright. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Alright, first off, happy birthday, Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. 'Tis Gemini's birthday. We're going to do a happy birthday pull for Gemini because I like to start off with birthdays. And today is June 1st. June 1st. A happy birthday pull for Gemini. Let's see. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Prisma Visions Tarot. And there you go. Out they come, the pretty cards. The pretty, beautiful cards. When you line up the suits in this deck, it makes a very pretty landscape picture. That's why I got them. They're just a very beautiful design. So pretty. Anyway, happy birthday, Gemini. What's your birthday look like? The 5 of Chalices. Oh, dropped your cups into the lake. Oh. So, I guess it's your party and you're allowed to cry if you want to for your birthday. You're very emotional today. It's probably been a very long day. But don't worry. I bet you got presents on the side today because it is your birthday, Gemini. And you're just not focusing on your cups. You're just crying at your party and that everything didn't go your way. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. You're just a bit sad right now. You lost some cups. Oh, you'll be okay though. Like, this is not non-recoverable. You'll make it. But remember that you have those presents today because it's your birthday. And enjoy them. All right. So that is happy birthday to Gemini. I hope you have a better birthday. And I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And I'm going to have tea and check chat. So now would be a great time to drop a question in the chat. That way I can do a reading on it. And you might notice that if you're new, this chat is subscriber locked, but that's okay. I'll tell you exactly how to unlock chat. You go and you find the subscriber button on the page and you click on it. And then you'll have instantaneous access to chat and get free readings. And not only that, you are going to get notified every time I go live. That way you can get future free tarot card readings. And that's just awesome. And not only that, you are also helping me out because I have a subscriber goal of 500. And that is a win-win for you and me because it's free. And who doesn't like free tarot card readings and subscribers, and we don't exchange any pennies. It's really good for everyone. So yeah. And then I'm going to have that tea and check chat now. Wee. Tea. Tea. Tea is delicious. It's really, really tasty. Taste tea. Hard. It's good to be back streaming. Okay. What else do I want? I want this. And I do not see any questions. Oh, I see Debbie. Can you pull a few cards and tell me what the universe has to say? I will pull a card for Debbie. Which deck wants to pull a card for Debbie? Which deck wants to pull a card for Debbie? Debbie wants to know what the universe has to say. Which deck wants to answer Debbie? Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Witch's Chart. Debbie! I'll sing your name. Aquarius and Sunflower. Debbie, I will sing your name all night long. Oh, Debbie. Debbie, darling, oh, Debbie, darling. Singing your name. I like the Witch's deck. Good. I think the Witch's deck likes you. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay. Witch's ticket. What do we have? Oh my! I'm sorry, Debbie. It is the 5 of Chalices. And I know that the 5 of Chalices is to do with having 3 spilled chalices and having 2 chalices that are upright. So you might be focusing on what is going wrong instead of the blessings of what you got. So it's just time to refocus on those things you do got and know that, hey, it's okay. You spill some milk. It's alright. We clean it up and then we look at what we got. Okay. And that is what the universe wants to say and remind you of. It's okay. You still got 2 cups left. Clearing the clutter. Okay. I'm going to put this deck away and then catch up on chat. So, the Witch's deck. The Witch's deck. The Witch's deck. There we go. Put you here. Okay. Debbie says, Angel Choir Sparkle. Too full. I'm focused on clearing the clutter. Absolutely 100%. Where's my emperor? Let's find out. Let's ask the cards. Where's Debbie's emperor? Which deck would like to answer Debbie? Which deck would like to answer Debbie? Where is her emperor? Where is her emperor? Where's Debbie's emperor? Which deck is hiding the emperor? Queen, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Getting into the vortex. There we go. And this is just the information card. Ooh, don't break, baby. I'm sorry. Try again. Blue on the deck. Infuse them with my energies. Breaking just means that I'm not supposed to pull them yet. They do want you to know, but sometimes it takes more shuffling to get to the cards that we want and need. Ooh, that's a good shuffle. We'll keep that one. Okay, so where is Debbie's emperor? I can always enter my vibrational vortex of creation. The key to getting inside your vibrational vortex of creation, of experiencing the absolute absence of resistance, of achieving complete alignment with all that you have become and all that you desire, and of bringing to your physical experience everything that you desire, including Debbie's emperor, is being in the state of appreciation. And there is no more important object of attention to which you must flow your appreciation than that of self. So this card suggests that you appreciate yourself more and your emperor will come. And that is what the card is saying. I hope that helps, Debbie. I hope that helps you find your emperor. I'm going to put this deck back and then catch up on chat. Catch up on chat. Okay, and new deck for Debbie. They don't want me to know. It just takes more shuffling. The right card. Yes. I am magical. Fill my cup first. Awesome. That's what I just learned with the false emperor. Yes. Boundaries. Yes. Boundaries are so important. Ah, so important. Boundaries and also just like taking self-time. That's also a big part of it. Goosebumps. Good. Yes. Feel those goosey bumpies. Yes, good. Ah, tea. It's tasty. Any more questions, Debbie? Awesome readings tonight. Thanks again. You are very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Alright, you're welcome to put them in chat, Debbie. And hi, Ruby. How you doing? Welcome. Alright. Waiting for Debbie's questions or Ruby's questions. There we go. Ah, Ruby. Alright, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna put. Now that there's more than one person, there's Ruby got there first. And then Debbie. Alrighty. Very good. So Ruby says, can I get a card for when we'll meet my life partner? Like how soon? Cool. And Debbie says, I believe my son is finally on his true path and I believe he will stay true. Can you pull a card for him? Yes. And then Ruby says, and please another card about your life partner. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. How soon? Alright, so Ruby, I specifically had gotten a deck about cosmic timing, and since you are want a specific answer, I figure I'll use this card for the timing question about when you'll meet your life partner, and then I'll pull a different deck for the other card about him. And Margaret, I see Margaret. I'm gonna add Margaret to the list while I'm here. Margaret, you're on the list. Will TJ to return my phone call this week? And then Debbie says, hit that like button, show check mark, show your love, heart. Yes, please, hit that like button. Awesome, thank you guys. I also heard that there's some sort of hype button that could help me out. So if you guys can find that, push that one too, wherever they hit it. I don't know where they hit it on YouTube. And Debbie says, I see one like, that's me. Yay! Thank you so much for the likes. Okay, so I'm now going to focus on Ruby's questions, and then I'll get to Debbie, and then I'll get to Margaret. Let's see, and then let's do the timing one first for Ruby. When will you meet your life partner? Like, how soon? When will Ruby meet her life partner? When will Ruby meet their life partner? That was a nice one. All right. Ruby, when? So this card says next week. See if I can get it in camera. Next week, this card says next week you'll see meets. Hold on. Scrolling up. You will meet your life partner next week. So that is what this Cosmic Timing Oracle deck says. And then we're going to get to your other question, which is, can you please pull another card about your life partner? Got it. So which card? Which card for Ruby about the life partner? Which deck for Ruby? And we're pulling a card for the life partner. We're going to go with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is Prisma Visions. Prisma Visions. Okay. So the life partner. Pulling a card for the life partner. Pulling a card for the life partner. Okay, the world. Ooh. The life partner gets the world. That's pretty amazing. So the world is the interconnectedness with the universe and just everything combining in the world. It's a very positive card. So, interconnectedness with the environment, with the world. This card specifically has animals for the world. So, your life partner will be having a lot of connectedness to animals. And that is what the cards are telling me. And then this is a major arcana. So this is going to be a major personality trait. So he's really going to like animals. Be connected with them. Feel connected to the world through animals. Alright, I hope that helps out, Ruby. I'm going to put this deck back. And then I'm going to go back to Debbie. Inigo. There we go. Okay, got Ruby to Debbie. And Debbie's was, I believe my son is finally on his true path, and I believe he will stay true. Can you pull a card for him? Yes. Which deck would like to handle Debbie's son? Which deck would like to handle Debbie's son? Which deck would like to handle Debbie's son? That's a good one. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust your vibes. Trust your vibes. Okay, this is for Debbie's son. Debbie's son. This is for Debbie's son. 8. Okay, for Debbie's son. That's a good shuffle. Pray. All right. So, pray. Which is number 31. Pray. No matter what your heart's desire is, prayer is the means through which it will be delivered. Prayer is perhaps the best all-around psychic tool to raise your vibration, attract solutions, and relieve you of all psychic dissonance. It's the daily food for the soul. As you pray, ask that your spirit ascend to the highest elevation and energetic frequency possible, and to align with your higher self, your guides, and your spiritual teachers, so that your soul may learn to grow quickly and peacefully. Sincere prayers are always heard, always elevate vibration, and are always answered. The key is to hold your prayers in your heart and then release them to higher forces. It gives you a good night's sleep too. Alright, so for your son, I suppose he should pray. If that is his form of getting his higher vibrations, then that is his path. Alright, and I hope that helps out for you and your son, Debbie. Let me put this deck back. There we go. In you go. Okay, put this back, and then we're going to get to Margaret. Margaret. Will TJ return Margaret's phone call this week? Let's see, which deck would like Margaret's question? Which deck would like Margaret's question? Queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it is a yes-no question, so it's from the tarot card decks. So will TJ return Margaret's call this week? Will TJ return Margaret's call this week? I'll move this over here. There we go. That'll work out better. Will TJ return Margaret's phone call this week? Let's see. It is reversed, and therefore, how I read my yes and no questions is that no cards are reversed, and yes cards are facing upright. But this is a reversed card. We're going to look into the card for more details about that no. The King of Cups. So, he is not a King of Cups. He is an emotional tide pool swirling and therefore he's not emotionally mature enough to give you your phone call back. And this week. And that is what the cards are telling me. I hope that helps you out, Margaret. Okay, and then I'm going to catch up with chat and have tea. There we go. Tea. Tea and chats and chapstick, so I can speak more clearly. There we go. All right. Debbie says, hit that like button. Yes. And Debbie's, I see one like. That's me. Hype after live. Oh, okay. That's why I never see it. Hype is after live. That's cool. And will TJ take the paperwork up there this week? I'm going to write Margaret on the board. I'm going to catch back up with chat, and then I'll get back to your question in a bit. Let's see. Debbie says there's 3 in the chat. Cool. Ike number 2. Awesome. Thank you. And Debbie says should be 3 likes. Awesome job, ladies. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. And Debbie says, woohoo, get yourself head to toe ready. Show him your beauty. He will be someone your soul longs for. Instant recognizing him. Nice. I said what I said before the card. Everything is predetermined. You have a soul contract with him. Check your Chinese zodiac sign for yourself. It could be one of those animals. Then ask him his. Find out as much as he allows birthday and see how your zodiac signs work together in love. Nice. I think that is really fun to do. It's a good way to explore each other. Intuitive background information, I suppose you would say. Spiritual background, yeah. Always trust your vibes, yes. Ruby says animals. Debbie says spidey instincts. And Ruby says, thank you. You are very welcome, Ruby. I'm glad I could help. And Debbie says, I'm the year of the ox. That's an animal. I pray for his healing, says Debbie. Aw, that's sweet. Okay. I'm glad that vibes with you. Yes, we be vibing. That's good. And Snow Nirini says hi. Hi, Snow. And Snow says, will I get engaged to the new suitor MD? Alright, I'm going to add Snow to the list, and once I catch up on chat, I will do your question after Margaret's. So stay tuned in. And Debbie says, I've been saying that to Archangel Michael and Raphael. Oh, he's on it. The power of the universe is amazing, isn't it? I think the power of the universe is spectacular. Also, in question with the Chinese zodiac and your questioning of the ox as an animal, I am a dragon, and therefore animal. So, but moving on. Margaret says, "Thanks so much. You are very welcome. Happy to help." And Debbie says, "Good night, beautiful people." Aquarius heart. Good night, Debbie. Thank you for coming. And Lisa Vibes. Nice. Hey, could you pull a card for me? Yes, Lisa Vibes. You look new, and if so, thank you for subscribing and welcome. I will pull a card for you. I have to add you to the list though, after Margaret and Snow. So I have now caught up on chat, so I will get to you very shortly. So Lisa is now on the board, and I'm gonna now go focus on these questions, and then I'll get back to chat afterwards. So we're gonna do Margaret's question, which was up here. Will TJ take the paperwork up there this week? Let's find out. Will TJ... Oh, wait. Which deck wants Margaret's question? Which deck? Number 3. 1, 2, 3. The Ravenwood Tarot. Okay, and now we ask the cards. Will TJ take the paperwork up there this week? Will TJ be responsible and take the papers up this week? Will TJ take the papers up there this week? Okay, and the answer is no. Because, again, as you might know, my reversals are my no's, and my face-ups are my yes. And TJ got a no for this week. I'm going to look into the card for more details. Alright, the 6 of Wands. So, what is standing out for me right now is that TJ is on his high horse, and he is fixated on the 6 Wands, which is a victory. And he's not focused on paperwork right now, so he's focused on something he's very proud of, and he's just not going to get to the paperwork this week. Alright, so I hope that helps you out, Margaret. I'm going to put this deck away, and then I'm going to get to Snow's question, and then we're going to get to Lisa's question. A card pull for Lisa. Okay, gotta find Snow's question again. There's Snow. Will Snow get engaged to the new suitor MD? It's a very good question. Which deck would like Snow's question? Which deck would like Snow's question? It's gonna be number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Octopus deck. Will Snow get engaged to the new suitor MD? That's a yes/no question. Will Snow get engaged to the new suitor, MD? Turn. Will Snow get engaged to the new suitor, MD? And that is a yes. The cards say yes. And the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups are a victory of emotion. Which, well, yeah, it's a celebration. You are getting married to the new suitor, MD. Nice. Congratulations. It actually, it's funny because this card kind of looks a bit like a wedding. Because I'm definitely noticing the flowers in the cups and the little archway. And then the little octopus, which could be a baby. So yeah, congratulations. I hope it works out. And I hope that helped you out, Snow. Okay, I'm gonna put this stick away and then we're gonna answer Lisa. I'm gonna pull a card for Lisa. Lisa. Let's see. Down there. Pull a card for Lisa. Which deck would like Lisa? Lisa vibes. Which deck would like Lisa vibes? Okay, number 2. The Gay Tarot. The Gay Tarot for Lisa vibes. We're just gonna pull a general card pull. So we're gonna find out what we get. Come on out. There you go. Stick. So pull a card for Lisa vibes. Liza vibes? Or Lisa vibes? Liza. It looks like Liza. Now that I look at it more. Okay. Pulling a card for Lisa vibes. 5 of Swords. And that is a card for defeat. Usually, swords are of logic and of the mind and this is definitely a conflict card. And it focuses on the feeling of defeat after a fight, like a mental argument fight. So from this, I'm divining that Lisa vibes may be feeling a bit defeated by an opponent. And either the card suggests sports might be involved. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps Liza vibes. I'm going to put this deck away and then I'm going to catch back up on chat. And have tea. Boop. Put a bit and have tea. clear the board. Alright, let's see. And Liza Vibes says, happy to be here and okay. Smiley face. Awesome. Good to hear. Margaret says, thanks. You are very welcome, Margaret. And suddenly, everyone was gone. It's okay. I have tea now. I'll have my tea break. Wow, I've been live streaming for 46 minutes already. Did you know? And just to remind everyone, I only stream for 2 hours at a time. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Well, since nobody seems to be here, I will pick a subject. What is the mental energy for tonight? I think that's a good one to go with. What is the mental energy for tonight? What is the mental energy for tonight? What is the mental energy for tonight? It seems to be singing songs in the dark. It seems to be singing songs to the night. Singing songs to myself. Getting hold of the mental energy. Queen! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Queen. So Esther and Jerry Hicks getting into the vortex. We're going to look at the mental energy for tonight. And this is the information card. We don't want that one. Doing the mental energy for tonight. Name the mental energy if you might. Nice. The mental energy is all in your head, and they make you spend it even when you want bed. Okay, so beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. So true, so true. There are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want. And there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe that defy what you want. How would you ever sort them out? How do you know the active beliefs within you that serve you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the detrimental ones? The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think them. The detrimental ones feel worse when you think them. So the mental energy is beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. So think good thoughts and feel good. You have the option of doing the other one, but I don't feel like it. I think I like this option where we think beneficial thoughts and they feel good. I think that sounds good to me. Alright, I'm gonna put this deck away, but do not go far because I have 13 decks and they all have a lot to say. And so, how do I pick them? I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. But right now, I'm going to drink tea and check chat. So now would be a really good time to drop your question in chat, and I shall get to it and do a reading. And you might notice that the chat is subscription locked, and the key to unlocking that subscription lock is to find the big red button and push subscribe, and then you will be instantaneously able to drop your question in the chat, and then I can answer it with the cards. And not only that, when you subscribe, you will get notified when I go live, and that just means you get future readings when I go live. And not only that, when you subscribe, you are helping me out because I have a goal of 500 subscribers. And you know it's win-win because it's free. We are not exchanging pennies. I am getting subscribers. You are getting free tarot card readings. And I think that's just the best deal. So I'm going to remind myself to drink tea and check chats. Oh, what a glorious job I got. Oh. And Sakshi says, hello, will Shubham message me today? One more question. Is Shubham's current feeling? Ooh, very good. So I will answer you, Sakshi, right now, both of your questions. Okay, let's see. Which deck wants to answer Sakshi? Which deck would like to answer Sakshi? Which deck? Okay, so the first one is yes, no. So we're gonna go with a tarot card deck. And the other question is Shubham's current feelings. Very good. Awesome. J. So that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is the Prisma Visions tarot. There we go. Okay, so 2 card pull. Okay, so the first one is a yes, no, says, will Shubham message Sakshi today? That's Queen of Pentacles right side up, so yes. And then the second one is Shubham's current feeling is the 5 of Chalices. So, will he call? Will he message Sakshi today? Yes. And then 5 of chalices for how he's feeling. So I'm going to put this here. We're going to look into the cards more. So he will message you, the Queen of Pentacles. And if the Queen is a very level-headed, thoughtful queen, having everything in order and organized, and very peaceful in her garden. So it's going to be a love. It's going to be a and it's also pentacles. So it's going to be materialized. It's going to probably be about money. So it's going to be something down to earth that he's going to message you about. And for some reason, strawberries. Strawberries are just popping out at me in this picture. Again, the Five of Chalices are what he's feeling. And this really bolds. This makes sense. This synchronizes because emotions are what you're asking about. And this is cups. But this is the Five of Cups, which is conflict of emotion. And this cup means that he's spilled some cups into a lake, and he's not focused on the remaining cups he has behind him. So he is focusing on something that is sad, and he's not focusing on the things that make him happy. So that is where he is right now emotionally. That's how he's feeling. I hope that helps you out, Sakshi. I'm going to put this deck away and then catch back up on chat. Okay. EFT and now chat. Alright. No chat at the moment. I'm gonna drink some of this tea. Sakshi says, is this connection right for me? Will he hurt me? Let's ask the cards. I'm gonna ask the cards. Why not? Which tarot card deck would like to answer Sakshi? Is this connection right? Will he hurt me? I'm gonna pull another two cards, both of them yes, no. Because both, these are two separate kind of questions. Because he could do both or he could do neither. And they're just both yes, no in their own rights. So I'm gonna pull two more cards for you, Sakshi. Tarot card deck. Specifically. Two. The Gay Tarot is going to answer. Okay. Is this connection right for Sakshi? And will he hurt Sakshi? Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, need to turn it. Okay, so no, he is not. Is the connection right for me? No, he is not the right connection for you, and yes, he will hurt you. So, Sakshi, I'm going to look into the card for more details, but this is pretty clear to me. So no, he's not the right connection for you. He's not going to be up for building any sort of life with you. Because this is the Three of Coins. This is about building. This is about building something together, especially this one, where it is literally he's working to paint the little girl's room here. He doesn't want this. He's not ready to build that kind of thing, so he's not a good connection. So that was a no. And then the yes, he will hurt you. And not only that, this is the Guide of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. This is a very aggressive, very sharp, weaponized person, and yes, he's going to hurt you. And swords can mean logic, but a lot of the swords suit is conflict. So I'm going to say, yes, he's going to hurt you. And that's what this card is trying to say. So I hope that helps you out in making a decision, Sakshi. And good luck. That, like that. Yes. I'm going to put this deck away and then I'm going to catch up on chat. And have tea. Tea me. And the boom boom. Because breathing is amazing and I like to breathe. When will new love come into my life? You know what? I have a cosmic timing oracle deck that is perfect for that question because it is time-based. And I specifically got this because I get a lot of time questions. When will new love come into Sakshi's life? When will new love come into Sakshi's life? When will new love come into Sakshi's life? Okay. Alright, so the cards say in February. Alright, so I hope you can see that in February. That is what the cards say. So it looks like you'll be waiting a few months. I hope the wait is nice. But these cards say February. Gonna put this card back and catch up in chat. I hope that helps you out, Sakshi. I'm gonna get my tea again. Hmm. Tea. Tea. Alright, and there don't seem to be any more questions at the moment. So while everyone is thinking up more questions, I'm going to go on to the next filler subject, the daily affirmations. That's best done with the Oracle card decks. So which Oracle card would like to do today's daily affirmation? Daily affirmation. Daily affirmation. Daily affirmation. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ask and it is given for the daily affirmation. And this is the information card. We don't want that information card. It stays in the box. It stays in the box. Shuffle. See what daily affirmation we get. What daily affirmation do we get? There we go. Okay. Daily affirmation is success is about the joy I feel. Success is about the joy I feel. When you are genuinely thrilled by someone else's success, that means you are right on track of your own. Success is not about getting it done. The measure of success in life is not the attainment of the money or the stuff. The measure of success is absolutely about the amount of joy you feel. So today's affirmation is success is about the joy I feel. Very good. Feeling joy feels, well, look, feeling good feels good. Awesome. But that's a good good affirmation. Success is about the joy I feel. La da da, la da da, and don't go far. I have 13 decks, and I choose which one gets to speak by using a deck of playing cards. Do 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 do. And I'm gonna have tea and chit chat. So, since I'm gonna check chat soon, now would be a really good time to drop questions in this chat, and then I can give you readings. And if you are new, you may notice that chat is subscription locked, and I'm gonna give you the key to bypassing that lock. You're gonna have to search around the screen and find next to the username Violet Hyena the subscribe button. It should be red, and white, and you should be able to push it, and then it will say subscribed. And then instantaneously you'll have access to dropping your questions in chat and getting readings from me. And not only that, when you do subscribe, you get notified every time I go live, and then you get even more readings in the future. And not only that, you are also helping me because I have a goal of 500 subscribers, and that's just awesome because it's a win-win for you and me because we're not exchanging pennies. We are getting this for free. You are getting free readings. I am getting subscribers, and it's all amazing. But anyway, I'm going to check chat again and then have more tea. More tea. Ah, tea. Such good stuff. I like tea. This is my tea break. This is my tea break. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 11 minutes. My limit is 2 hours, so I have 48, 48 more minutes left. Ah, tea is delicious and nutritious. And there are no new chats. So I am going to pick from my list of subjects. Let's go with the creative spark. The creative spark for tonight, because creative people need sparks and muses and ideas and getting that artistic mojo flowing. So I'm going to open this to all the decks. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling the Oracle decks want to speak, so we're going to open it up for the Oracle decks to give us the creative spark. The Oracle decks for the creative spark. It's going to be number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trust your vibes. 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 Okay, creative spark. What is the creative spark? What sparky creative thing are we going to think of with this draw? What creative spark is going to happen with this draw? That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good bridge. Sleep on it. Ooh, so when it says this, my immediate interpretation was a dream that you had recently. That would be a great creative spark. And then we're going to actually read the little book and see what the card actually suggests. But, you know, dreams, really great for creative sparks. So sleeping on it might be a good thing. Number 5. Sleep on it. Boop. There we go. Now you can see it. When your emotions get stirred up and work overtime, they block access to your higher awareness. At times like this, do not struggle for answers. Instead, step away from the problem and literally put your worries to bed. Surrender your concerns to higher forces while you slumber, and invite your psychic support system, your angels and guides, to find solutions to your challenges and place them directly into your subconscious mind to be accessed the minute you wake up or shortly thereafter. This process is practical sixth sensory living. Your guides love to work on your behalf and will offer better solutions than you could ever dream of without their assistance. So relax, grab a pillow, and give your emotions a well-deserved break. Sweet dreams. Very good. So yes, dreams are going to really help you out. So go get some dreams and then do your artwork. Alright, so I am going to put this deck away. But don't go far. I have 13 decks. And they have a lot to say. And I choose which one gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to check chat and drink tea. So now would be a really great time to excuse me, I yawned. Now would be a really good time to drop your question into chat. That way I can answer it with a reading. And if you are new, you might notice that the chat is subscription locked. And I'm going to give you the key to unlock it. You're going to look around the page on either your phone or the website, and you're going to look for the username Violet Hyena, and next to that username is going to be a red button that says subscribe. You're going to want to push that button, click upon it, and then you will instantaneously get access to the chat where you can drop your question and get your reading. And not only that, when you subscribe, when I go live, you will get notified, and then you'll get future free readings. And not only that, you'll be helping me out because I have a goal of 500 subscribers. And it's a win-win situation because it's all free. We exchange no pennies. You get free readings, I get a subscriber. And it's just the best deal in the world. Alright, so I'm going to again check chat and have tea. So tea again, and then chat. There is chat. Hello. 'Tis John. Hello, John. I want to ask about Christine again. Cool. And John says, give me a minute. I'll be back soon. I'm busy. Cool. Snow Nuri. Hi. Hi again. Welcome back. I do hope you got your answer before. I think you did. But welcome back. Snow Nirini says, when will I get my new job? That's a very good question. I have a deck that specifically will answer time-based questions. And I really like this deck. It makes it so much easier. We're going to use it. When will Snow Nirini get their new job? When will Snow 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 get their new job? It would be nice to know when Snow will get that new job. All right, so the cards say in August. If you can see it. There we go. In August, you will get that new job, my friend. Good for you. Good for you. That's soon. That's in this is June, July, August. So in 2 months, you'll get that new job. Congratulations. That's like a future job that's guaranteed. Very good. And when will he get married? That's another good question for this deck. Very good question. When will Snow get married? 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 That's a good one. That's a good one. Up. It says it's up in the air. I kid you not. It's up in the air right now. So it's probably not got a solid date. And also, when you think about it, when you get married, you make the marriage date. So that kind of checks out. It's up in the air right now. And that's what the cards say. Okay, put this deck away. Check back at chats. By the way, I hope that helped out, Snow. And you're very welcome. I'm happy to help. Ah, tea. It's lovely. Ah. Alright, I have been streaming for 1 hour and 23 minutes. Now it's 1 hour 24 minutes. So I have about 36 minutes left. And Ruby, hello Ruby, hi again, welcome back. And Cat Marie, hello Cat Marie. Are these super chat reads? So I don't yet have super chats. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I will have super chats. But until then, they are free readings. So, welcome. You must be a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. What kind of job will I get soon? Do you have Cash App or Venmo or Chime or for donations? So I have 2 ways. I have Coffee, and that should be in the description. And also I have my Etsy shop, so you can also buy yourself something nice from Etsy, and that would help me out. And I remember you now. I subscribed a little while back. I remember a little bit now. Good, welcome. Well, still, you haven't been here for a while, so welcome back. And I'm gonna pull, let's see, your question. Okay, perfect. Thanks. You're so welcome. And which deck? Kind of job will I get soon? I'm going to open this up for all of the decks. All the decks. Which ones get to... Which deck wants to answer Cat Modi? Cat Modi. Come on now. Which deck would like to answer Cat Marie? That one. Yes. Yes. This one. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Crow deck is going to answer. So what kind of job will... Oh, that was Ruby's question. I thought that was Kat's question. I guess I'm answering Ruby's question. Okay. So, let's see. So, since that messed me up, I'm going to make sure we're doing this for Ruby. So, since this is Ruby's question. Okay, which deck wants to pull... Which deck wants to answer Ruby's question? Because it's Ruby's question. Ha! Who wants to answer Ruby's question? Ruby's question. There we go. Queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is getting into the vortex for Ruby. Sorry about that, Ruby. I apologize. I need to look at the usernames a bit better. Come on out. There we go. And in the box is just the information card. And we don't want that information. No, no, we don't want that information. No, no. So, again, what kind of job will Ruby get soon? What kind of job will Ruby get soon? What kind of job will Ruby get soon? Relationships I don't want, clarify I do want. Whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So in any poignant moment of awareness of other person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement that has hatched from your interaction and observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationships with others add immeasurably to your own becoming. So this card is suggesting that relationships that you don't want will clarify what you do want. So what you should probably do is make a list of the options of jobs. Go through and just cross out the ones that you don't want. And then focus on the ones that are left that you haven't crossed out and start putting in those applications. Because that's what you do want. Alright, and that is what the cards are telling me. I hope that helped, Ruby. Now that I have the correct person. Okay, I'm gonna put these cards back and then check back in chat. Boop. Boop. Okay. And then do. Okay, so Ruby says, "Baby, you are welcome." Thank you. You are very welcome, Ruby. And India Welsh says, "Hello, may I get added on the list?" Yes. What is your question? I don't have any other questions right now. And you can get added to the list when you post your question. Boop. How does John feel about me? I feel like an annoyance to him. That is a great question. I'm going to ask the cards. I'm going to ask all of the cards. Who wants to answer India Welsh? 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 J, which is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ask it, it is given. How does John feel about India Welsh? There we go. How does John feel? How does John feel? How does John feel? And do not worry, this is just the information card. It goes back in the box. It goes back in the box. Okay, how does John feel about India Welsh? Welsh. No. I guess I'll try again. How does John feel about India Welsh? How does John feel about India Welsh? Ooh, that's a no. Try again. Oh, that's another no. We'll try again. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, maybe that'll be better. How does John feel about India Welsh? That's better. Oh, that one. It pokes. There is evolutionary value in my personal preferences. And by the picture, it seems to be a very relaxed picture because this person is floating on a flying carpet above a field of daisies. So that's a very peaceful feeling. Do not underestimate the value of your preferences, for the evolution of your planet depends upon those of you on the leading edge of thought continuing to fine-tune your desires, and the contrast or variety provides the perfect environment for the formation of your personal preferences. So apparently, you are one of his personal preferences. Congratulations. Good job. How to explain that further? How to put into words? How to explain that further? I mean, the card said to me that it was peaceful and comfortable and that you're his preferred preference, so there you go. I mean, that's pretty positive. What does the evolution part mean? Well, as human beings, we're all evolving. Usually spiritually. Now I have some tea. You may ask unlimited questions until my 2-hour time is up. Because I have my mental health to look out for. And I have work tomorrow. And I have about 22 minutes left in stream, so lots of time for questions. Let's see. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You're very welcome. Why does John lag when he texts me? He takes days to reply. Let's ask the cards. Who would like to answer India Welsh's question? Who would like to answer India Welsh? Why does it take John days to reply? J, which is 11. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ask and it is given again. Alright. Well, at least the cards are consistent with you. Well, the decks are consistent. Hours to days. Yeah. It's a very good question. This is just the information card. We put that back in the box. Yes, we do. Why does John lag when he texts India Welsh? Why does John lag when texting India Welsh? Why does John lag? Why does John lag when he texts India Welsh? Why does John lag? What could be the reason? What could be the reason for the lag? Okay, well, let's see. I am attracting its vibrational essence. You can allow it or not, but the basis of your world is well-being. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn, and so the essence of whatever you give your attention to is unfolding in your experience. Therefore, there's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. This is law. So, his attention is not on his phone. Because his attention must be elsewhere, otherwise he'd be giving his attention to his phone. And therefore you. So he might be distracted by things. And that is what the cards are telling me. I'm going to put these cards back in the box. I hope that helps you out in New Welsh. Thank you so much. I am you. Thank you so much. I am you. You're welcome. I give hearts. All that, I see the little hearts. Thank you. I appreciate those. This calls for more tea because I'm in my last 17 minutes. I've been streaming for an hour and 43 minutes. 44 minutes. So 16 more minutes. Tea. And then I shall sleep. And then I have work tomorrow. Alright, so since there are no new questions, I will fill in with one of my own. I have a subject list off camera here. We're gonna go to the social circle and see which deck wants to answer about the social circle. And the social circle is the friends, family, co-workers that you're social with. And should you talk to them? Is it good to be social right now? Or is it not so good? Maybe you should avoid the drama. We're going to find out. Which deck would like to handle that? Which deck would like to handle that? 3. 1, 2, 3. The Robin Hood Terriers. The Robin Hood Terriers would like to answer for the social circle. The Robin Hood Terriers would like to answer. The Robin Hood Terriers gonna answer about the social circle. About the social circle. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, the social circle right now. The social circle. The social circle. The social circle. Judgment. So this is the major arcana. Judgment is so not only is it a major arcana and it has to do with the social circle, but also this is giving great vibes of don't give any don't give any fluffs about what your social circle thinks, because you are the phoenix rising from the ashes, from being burned, and you are now rising up from a pot of fire, and female and naked. So give no you-know-whats and continue to be fabulous, because you are a phoenix. So, no, don't count on your social circle right now. Go follow that phoenix feel and enjoy yourself, because you are a goddess. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to put this deck away and into the box. But do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which one gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to check, chat, and have tea. So right now would be a really good time to drop your question in chat. And if you are new, you will see that chat is locked. Subscriber locked. So I'm going to tell you how to unlock that subscription lock. You're going to find the username Violet Hyena on the page somewhere. And then you're going to see that there is a button that says subscribe. And you're going to push it. And then you will be subscribed. And not only that, you will get notified every time I go live. And then you will get free readings in the future, and not only tonight. Because in the future you'll get notified when I go live, so therefore you will get free readings. And not only that, you are helping me out, because I have a goal of 500 subscribers. And it's a win-win for you and me, because you get free tarot card readings, I get a subscriber, and we don't exchange any money. It is free. It is free. Alright, but right now I am going to have a drink, and I'm going to check chat. So, we get my drink, check on chat. Hi, John. How does Christine feel about John? John is taking a break from talking to her for a bit. Can I get 5 cards? You get 1 card, John. You get 1 card. But yes, how does Christine feel about you? Which deck would like to answer John? Which deck would like to answer John? Which deck would like to answer John? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tis the Prisma Visions Tarot. How does Christine feel about John right now? 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 Justice. Justice. So, this is a major arcana, and this is a snake biting the hand. Interesting. Okay, the snake is biting the hand, but also the hand had used a blade to cut it. Okay. But also, Justice is a card that deals with law, basically. It deals with logic. It deals with effect and consequences. It deals with the logical things. It deals with the balance of the scales. And Justice is usually blind, but knows everything. But definitely by this picture, I feel like it's focusing on actions and then consequences. And specifically, these two have hurt each other. They've killed each other, in fact. So I don't sense good feelings right now. And that is what the cards are telling me about how Christine feels about John. Alright, so I'm going to put this deck away and then catch up on chats. I hope that helped out, John. Okay. Does she want to talk to me? That's a yes-no question. Let's see which tarot card deck would like to answer that. Okay, and I am gonna mention that we have about 6 minutes left until I hit 2 hours. Oop, make that 5. 5 minutes. Okay. Does Christine want to talk to John? Which deck wants to answer that? Which tarot card deck? Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The gay turrets. The gay turrets. Okay. So, does Christine want to talk to John? Does Christine want to talk to John? Does Christine want to talk to John? That's a good one. So, yes. And we're going to look into the cards more. Christine does want to talk to John. It is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is conflict of magic and creativity and action. So she does want to talk to you, but she definitely has a conflict brewing about it. And if the picture is any indication, it is telling me that it's going to be hard like a hockey game. That kind of level of conflict. So it could be pretty brutal. So I wish you luck, John. Put this deck away. I'm using the occult to evolve. I need to work on myself, says John. And Brianna Shep is the man that's my Bible study group going to be my boyfriend. Very good question. And John's been working on his shadow work. That's cool. It's good to work on yourself. And I'm going to get to Brianna's question. And Brianna's question is probably going to be my last question. I only have 2 minutes left. So Brianna. Who wants to answer Brianna? Who wants to answer Brianna? Who wants to answer Brianna? Which deck would like to answer Brianna? It is a yes/no question. So it's gonna be a tarot card deck. Ooh, it's gonna be the cat deck. Beautiful. My most unserious deck to finish out the night. This is going to be the last reading of the night because I'm gonna hit 2 hours in like 30 seconds. 2 hours of streaming, by the way. And that is when I stop because I need a mental break. It's for my mental health. So Brianna's question is the man that is in Brianna's Bible study group going to be her boyfriend? It's a yes/no question. Is the man that's in Brianna's Bible study group going to be her boyfriend? It's a very good question. The answer is yes. And I'm going to look into the card for details, because how I do my yes-no questions is that if it's face up, it's yes. If it's reverse, it's no. And this is the Hierophant, and he turned up right side up. And it's funny this the Hierophant, because the Hierophant can also be the High Priest, which could relate to your Bible study, because the Hierophant is, again, a high priest, a person of tradition and conformity, and I suppose it could stretch to the church. So that checks out. That really just makes it clear and poignant that meant it. It just says yes. The man in your Bible group will be your boyfriend. Alright, so I hope that helps you out, Brianna. I told you that the cat deck chooses you every time. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It likes you, Brianna. Alright, so I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then we're gonna say goodnight, because it's 2 hours. Ooh, and I'm burnt, and I need sleep, and I have work in the morning. Okay, let's see. I had been at that one. It says, John had said, shadow work. Holy shit. I have a lot of issues. Oh, John. He's crying 4 times with emojis. There, John. Pat, pat. There. I hope these deities can help me evolve. Yeah, me too. I hope that you find your growth and work on that shadow work. It can be very fulfilling. And Brianna had said, I told you the cat deck chooses me every time, lol. And yes, again. I'm gonna message you. I have questions. John, I only answer tarot card questions on live stream. Save it for the next stream. I am burnt. I am not getting these cards back out until like 22 hours from now. And Brianna says, wow. And Brianna says, thank you. And John says, not tarot. And John say, no. John, I'm burnt. And I don't do offline questions right now. I'm burnt right now. I can't answer your questions after live stream. Another time. And John says it's okay. So yeah, I am burnt. I need to go to bed. I love you all. Thank you for coming. I will talk to you next stream in about 22 hours when it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for coming. I was happy to answer all your questions. I really appreciate you all. And good night. Bye.